Are you an author with a nonfiction book that is wondering how do you take the information in that book and turn it into a business? Stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to share my 5-part framework for authors on how to take your book and turn it into a business, and we call that making it real. Hi, my name is Andrea Reindl. I am a brand strategist and the founder of Legacy Creative. For more than a decade, I have been behind the scenes on multiple projects at a time, helping authors take their business and make them real based on their book. And in those years, I have discovered a 5-part framework to help them take their book from making it up to making it real. How do you build a real business around the ideas in your book? That's what we're going to talk about today. So often authors hear things that are like, hey, just write the book and your clients will show up and they'll start reading it. Or you can take a book and turn it into passive income. Or my favorite, which is just write a book and go on Oprah. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of steps between writing the book and ending up on Oprah's coveted couch. There are so many things that go into an author business to say, how do you make it real? Which is why I created this 5-part framework. Here are the 5 parts. Number 1, you need a digital business model. 2, digital real estate. 3, intellectual property. 4, your team. 5, your community. All 5 of those things working together creates a real business for you as an author behind your book. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, you need a defined business model. According to Google, a business model describes how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value in economic, social, cultural, or other contexts. So in this context, as a business owner who has an author that you want to turn it into a thriving business, you want to know, who are you serving? How are you creating value for them? And what are you charging them? And what are you delivering to them? And how often are you meeting with them? Or what are you giving them? A business model is the basis for taking a digital business based on a book and turning it into a real business. Now, what's the actual deliverable of a business model? What does that mean? Hey, I have this really great idea. How do I turn it into an actual business model? Typically what this looks like is some sort of a defined written document that is a vision document. It'll have like your vision in it. It'll have words that you're going to use. It'll have a mission statement. It'll have graphics that you want to use. All of the things that really wrap up your vision is what should go in a document that becomes your business model. It typically also includes some spreadsheets or maybe some numbers that help you identify what the economic opportunity is for your business. Overall, it's your vision and where you're headed with your business. Number 2, your digital real estate. Now, when you own a business that has an idea like a book that you've published, or maybe you're just thinking about publishing it, and you want to turn that business into a real business, you need some digital real estate. For ease, I've broken this into the 3 categories that all businesses need at some level if they're going to be digital. So the first one is your social accounts. These are rented real estate. You don't own them, but you own your piece of them. So in social accounts, they include things like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, anything where you don't really own the account and you don't own the underlying platform, but instead you own what lives on that platform. You own the account, you own your relationship with the audience that's watching you on that account, but they're still rented. So it's important that you have social accounts. It's important that they're consistent across all platforms, and that when you choose to invest in a platform, you're really thinking about, do I want to make the investment it takes in that platform to build it out? Just like if you owned a physical location in a building and you wanted to run a business out of a place where you rented or you leased, you would be building what goes inside of your location, but you don't own the building. Think of social accounts that way. They're basically rented real estate. The second part of digital real estate is your customer database, all the information you have on the customers. Now, you should own this. It is something that you should own. You can export it and import it. You can control the data in it. It's a database. It includes things about your customers like first name, last name, email address, phone number, address, maybe some of the other activities that they take, some of the other data about people who have interacted with you. They're not necessarily just paying customers. They might be leads, they might be customers, they might be long-term customers. That's part of your digital real estate, is understanding your customer database and having it in a way that you own it. This is one of the things when we're working with clients that's really important. Do you own your customer database, and can you access them possibly on multiple formats. So the way that you can access them is through email. Maybe you have their phone numbers, you can access them through text message, or you have their mailing addresses and you can access them through boring old snail mail. Whatever it is, your customer database is a part of your digital real estate, and it's really important that you own the rights to that. The number 3 part of your digital real estate is your tech stack. Now, when I say your tech stack, I mean what different technologies are running your business behind the scenes. For almost all digital businesses, they need a website, and that website is something that you should own, and you should own both the domain and all of the content that's on that domain. The other parts of your tech stack are your CRM, which holds your customer database, and sometimes some of the places that will like upload your videos and host your videos, or they will run other parts of your business. Overall, your tech stack is something that you really want to keep as simple as possible, as clean as possible, and you as the visionary, the easier your tech stack is, the easier it is to run your business. Either way, these 3 all combined create your digital real estate. Pro tip, because I have worked on so many different businesses, one of the things I see people make a mistake on all the time, and it makes me so super sad, is they're not thinking about their brand when they pick their domain that they're gonna build their real estate on. So that's why the business model is first and then the digital real estate. It is so important that when you're picking your domain, it's in alignment with your brand, because once you start building on that domain, just like real estate, it becomes something that's really hard to move. You can't just pick it up and move it to somewhere else without losing all of the work that you've done on the first one. So when you're making the decision about what domain to build your business on, if that's not a crystal clear decision for you, maybe that means you should go back to your business model and reevaluate who are you serving, how do you want to serve them, and what domain should you build on. Again, if you're a rookie at this and you're not really sure where to start and now I've overwhelmed you, I highly recommend you hire someone to give you a few consulting hours and help you make some critical decisions so you know that you're building the right business on the right digital real estate that's going to work for you in the long run. And there's a lot of people who can help you with that. Number 3, your intellectual property. It's a really important part of you making your author business real. So here's what your intellectual property is. You have ideas, right? They're in the make it up phase. You have your book, you've got all of the ideas, you've got your outline in your book. Once you've taken all those ideas and then you've put them together in a book, that becomes intellectual property. Now, here's the rest of the intellectual property that can go with it. You might have a course, and that course has videos, and those videos have PDFs that go with them that are downloads, or it has example templates and spreadsheets. All of that is your intellectual property. It includes things like slide decks and videos and assets like photos. We see all of those things as assets, as part of your real business as an author, and they all have value. Another thing that we put into intellectual property in our company, and we teach people all the time, is your testimonials and your client results. All of those are intellectual property that you should own and store as assets because they're needed to build your digital real estate. Your intellectual property is one of the most valuable parts of your author business, so make sure that you treat it with love and respect, catalog it, look after it, and keep creating it. Number 4 part of the framework to make your author business real is your team. There's lots of different people that it takes to build an author team. A really successful author always has great relationships, and they have great relationships with a lot of different kinds of people. They might be employees, fantastic. They might also be contractors, fabulous. They might be people that just get certain jobs done for you, like just a video editor or a videographer or a photographer. Or they might be agencies that you work with. I know a lot of times we end up working with ad agencies because we don't buy ads at our company. So we have different ad agencies that we use for different things. They're part of our overall team. Part of having a really thriving author business is you're gonna need a lot of people to pull that off. The really successful author-based businesses have amazing teams behind them who all love what that author is doing and are there to support them. So I highly recommend that when you think about your author business and the 5-part framework to be successful at it, you make your team part of that framework. The number 5 part of your author-based business is your community. These are the people surrounding you. They are the people who are watching you on your social accounts. They're opening your emails. They're watching your YouTube channel. They're the people championed around the idea. They're the readers of your book. They are the people that you want to help. And probably if you are a purpose-driven author, like so many are, they are really the people that drive why you are doing what you do. You need eyeballs on the work that you're doing. You need ears to hear what you're talking about. If you're running a podcast, a book, anything like that, you need a community. Here's the thing, your community may have not bought from you yet, but they're still in your community. Maybe they'll buy from you eventually. I know there's an author that I followed for years. I watched her YouTube videos for upwards of 5 years before I ever bought a product from her, but just watching her YouTube videos helped me grow my business. There are lots of people like that in your community. So to recap, we'll go over the 5 parts of your author-based business. Number 1, your business model. Number 2, your digital real estate. Number 3, your intellectual property. Number 4, your team. And number 5, the community that supports you. If you can get these 5 parts of your business working in tandem, you will take a business from making it up to making it real. I hope you found this helpful. If you're an author or a digital business owner or a podcaster or anybody who creates content, subscribe to this channel. We'll be bringing you a new video every week. Thanks. Have a great day.